Okay, I'm so excited to have you guys here. And this training for the next 45 minutes, we are going into a intro to meditation training. And at the end of this, we're going to be meditating together, and you are going to leave this training with the knowledge of how to ground into a basic meditation practice for a month long. I'm going to be initiating you guys to be doing the same meditation practice for a month long. And this is a part of a training called Empire Energy, which is a month long meditation training. And if you would like to join the rest of the calls, I'm just going to put into the chat here a link to join us. But this training today is going to set you out for the next 30 days. This Empire Energy link that I just put in, this is the community, this is the accountability, but we are going to go deep in our training today. So let me go to the chat. Thank you guys for being patient and starting. I want to hear where you're from. So Shirley's from the UK. She has only meditated on a guided session. Ed is new to meditation. He does breathing to relax and manifest destiny. Um, Hello, hi Jen, hi Maria. Int Mu is from Myanmar and he religiously meditates. Amazing. Maria's Peruvian, has been doing meditation for the past couple of years. Amazing. So, the type of meditation that I am sharing with you guys today is a very, very simple meditation. And I'm going to be sharing the science of why I recommend meditating daily, the spirituality of it, but we really are going to be in this practice of self-devotion. That is the main focus of this practice is self-devotion, sharpening our mind, sharpening our focus. And we're doing this by following a daily meditation practice. So I have a slide deck for you guys I'm going to present here. And before we get started, I just want to ask you guys if why you joined this. Is there a certain season that you're going through right now that requires you to maybe have more presence, to have more energy? Are you building something? Are you connecting more with your friends? Are you connecting more with your community, your business? Let me know in the chat, why is right now the time to meditate? Shirley says, I've always wanted to meditate. Amazing. And let me know, can you see this? Can you see the my picture as well as the slide deck? Maria says, I just moved to Barcelona and I want to explore more my spirituality, taking advantage of this new chapter. Jen says, connect with my higher self consistently. Amazing. Yes, we can see. Okay, perfect. So this whole program that I've created, it's called Empire Energy because I'm in a season right now where I'm required to hold more pressure, to hold more presence in what I'm building. I have the desire to get a physical product on the market before Christmas. I have the desire to grow what I am doing already in my business. I have the desire to do all of this and also be present in my relationships. And so for me right now, I am building my empire and it's requiring this deeper level of myself, this deeper part of myself that needs to be present, that needs to be focused. And so October, I am really committing myself to a super deep meditation practice. And I want to ask you guys if you can put it into the chat. Are you committed to meditating this month? After this call, are you devoted to meditating every day for 5 to 10 minutes a day? Yes, yes. Ed says, I want to build myself to a higher frequency. Yes, amazing. Okay, I'm so glad, you guys. Glad we're on the same page. Like I said, this is part of Empire Energy. This is a month-long initiation into the identity and the daily meditation practice that will hold your empire. And what we're doing is we are holding, exactly like I said, we're holding the presence, the pressure, the resilience. This is healing and beyond. There was a certain point where I went to meditation to help me with my anxiety and to help me with healing my pain. And and that was a really powerful practice. But right now, for me in this season, I am all about holding more resilience, holding another level of what is possible for me, seeing if I can really be creative like I've been wanting to do, fill out the things that I have been wanting to do in my side projects and how I'm showing up on a day-to-day basis. And so that's kind of the rhythm and the energy of this training is it's beyond just the regular anxiety healing and connecting with your self healing. It is, can we actually elevate our experience through meditation? Can we elevate our experience of our next level of life? So you have the option to join all four calls for $100 or 330. You can join a VIP version for 333. And if you're interested in that, email me, let me know. I would love to connect with you on that. So I wanted to share before we get started into the training why I specifically am your mentor for this. I just celebrated a decade of daily meditation. Honestly, a huge deal for me. I like cannot believe that I have been meditating for 10 years. I celebrated September 22nd and I on that day I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna like meditate in the grass. I'm gonna be that meditative girl today." And it was that was the way I celebrated. I celebrated on the grass with my husband and it was like just such a remembrance of what's happened these past 10 years. And like I said, in the beginning, meditation really was the thing that helped me with my insomnia, my chronic pain, my anxiety. I had a chronic pain that was with me for 8 years. I lived my whole life an insomniac. You can ask my parents as a baby, I was an insomniac. And it got to a certain point where I was sleeping like 2 to 3 hours a night for months at a time. And so that's kind of what spurred me into meditation and spurred me into this holistic living. And eventually I was completely pain free. I sleep 8 hours a night. I have relaxed energy and I am just continuously building what I am here to build. But like I said, about 6 months ago, I've been having this desire, okay, it's time for me to go deeper in my presence. It's time to build my capacity. It's time to really sharpen my mind. It's time to really turn on the self-trust. And so I want to ask you guys if you can share in the chat, like what chapter are you on? Are you in this chapter where you are healing your anxiety? Are you in this chapter where you are more about healing on a physical level and just being present? Or are you in this chapter where it's more about sharpening your mind, expanding your capacity, building your self-trust? Or share whatever you would like to share about your own journey. What is happening right now beyond just wanting to connect to a higher frequency? Like, what specifically is that higher frequency? Is that a sharper mind or is that more just healing? Explore within myself the capacity to create and live more fully. Amazing, exactly. I mean, there are literally endless possibilities of creation out there. And it's so important, especially in these last 3 months of the year, because Q4, what happens in 90 days in advance, which in 90 days, there is January. You know, what happens today, how we're setting up our energy today is so important in what happens in January. And so this practice of daily meditation is going to really help us make sure that when we are in January, we are grounded. We have the runway for our goals and our capacities to really ignite what we're doing, ignite the building that we're doing, ignite the community that we're building. Oh, no problem. I'm happy to have you here, Courtney. Shirley says she's a healer and wants to expand more. I love that. Yeah, meditation is truly the most grounding healing practice. It's a super moon, healing nervous system, very powerful day. Yes. Okay. Amazing. So you guys are really here about capacity. You're here about healing your nervous system, building this continuous practice. So I wanted to share a little bit of motivation and understanding about why we should meditate. Because if I bring you straight to the meditation right now, and tell you, okay, let's just meditate. Let's show you exactly how to do this. And then, are you devoted? I want you guys to not only feel the physical effect of a meditation at the end of this, but I also want you to right now anchor in why you can do this and why it's important that you start adding a daily meditation practice from knowing what's possible with the science. And so let's go into the science. And if you join Empire Energy, we have a whole PDF with all the information here. So the science of it is very interesting. And it's showing us that simply 10 minutes a day of meditating brings across all these different benefits that are truly incredible. It is our neural training in a world that is extremely distracted. I mean, I want to ask you guys actually, like, when is the last time that you felt extremely focused? Like, has there been a time where maybe you could focus for 2 to 4 hours at a time on one task? Is there days that you go without checking your phone notifications? We live in an era where distractions are very normal. It's normal to get a phone call. It's normal to get a text message. And meditation is kind of that neural training up against all of these distractions that are happening. And so let's go into what's truly happening on a scientific level. Shirley says, yes, very much distracted. Yes. And if we're distracted, even the most amazing, even the most intelligent, kind-hearted, talented human being is not able to actualize their goals because there's constant ping-ponging about where their energy is going. And so meditation is beyond just healing your nervous system. It's about elevating what's possible for you because you are truly tuned into this calm power, this presence, this focus. So what's happening with the science? They're in the brain, your prefrontal cortex, this is the CEO of the brain. And this is where we are making decisions. This is where we are having better impulse control, being a strong leader, having more focus. Your prefrontal cortex strengthens, and at the same time, your amygdala calms. This is where you are relaxed. And so this shows us that basically we're experiencing stress, but it's not hijacking the body like we have maybe been experiencing. Not only that, one of the most interesting things to me is that your time perception shifts. Oh, sorry, you guys, my light went out. Your time perception shifts. And this is fascinating to me because there, who couldn't benefit from more time? Like, I always feel like I want to make the most of my time. I want to feel like I sometimes feel like I'm running out of time. And that's really important for me to be able to make the most of my time. If I'm meditating, my attention widens, my ability to be more present in the here and now. I'm able to see more. I'm able to focus on something more. And this is really powerful. Not only that, it increases our HRV, which is our heart rate variability. This is our nervous system resilience, also a huge marker for longevity. Another interesting fact is this lengthens telomeres, which is basically our shows us that our cells are aging slower. And it downregulates the default mode network, the inner critic, the inner voice that is distractions, that is all about, questioning what's happening. So who can benefit from all these? And let me know in the chat like what you think of this. Have you ever known the benefit of truly how powerful just 10 minutes a day is. I want that for sure, says Jen. Amazing. Yeah, so it's re-engineering your capacity. And when we look at the spiritual truths of meditation, and I think the Peruvian amazing, gorgeous human said that they've meditated religiously. And there has been such an ancient practice of meditation. I mean, if you go back in some of the most ancient scripts, they're talking about sitting still and being with yourself. And basically, if you look at the core truth of the spiritual parts of meditation, it is showing us that when we sit with our life force, when our life force is steady, that means the energy in our body, the mind is steady. And so basically, when we regulate our system, we're able to bend reality. We're able to quantum leap. Have you guys ever heard of quantum leaping? And this basically means that you are able to bend reality. You're able to manifest very quickly. You know, you say you want to add $5,000 to your monthly recurring revenue. And since you become in touch with this quantum field of manifestation where all possibilities exist, you're able to manifest that just a little bit more quickly. And another interesting part about meditation from a psychological perspective is that it helps us down regulate this default mode network, right? This is our inner critic. And we're doing this by metacognition. We're doing this by watching our thoughts and becoming more aware. And so it's not only like a therapy and a physiological upgrade, it's also a way to really connect with your higher self, to really develop deeper capacity. I mean, who is not motivated to meditate now? Like all of these things I'm sharing with you because I want you to see how truly powerful this is. And I can go deeper and deeper into the psychology and deeper into the spirituality, but I really just want you guys to have a taste of what are we really doing? Why are we doing this? How powerful it is, and everything like that. So I want to ask you guys to write down either in the chat or in your notes right now. I want you to create your own preparation for this month because meditation is going to stir up a lot of energy. It's basically like mustering all the energy that you have been placing externally on what this person thinks, on what's happening here, what this problem is, and bringing all of that energy back to yourself. So you are very incredibly self-powered. And so it brings up a lot of energy. It's going to stir up a lot. So we need to prepare your food, your brain power, your home to prepare for this month-long devotion. So let me know in the chat what are 3 meals that you're going to prepare this week that are just genuinely like healthy-ish, conscious meals. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but something that you enjoy that you can make and supports your body on a physiological perspective. So you're not just reaching for the leftover pizza. You have something that is in mind that you're creating. Let me know in the chat what your recipes are. I would love to know. I'm gonna write mine in here too. Come on, you guys, let me know what you're cooking. Write it in the chat. Anything that's decently healthy. I just wrote mine in the chat. Mine this week are Thai salad with chicken or tofu, chili, and a pita wrap. Maria says lunch is a stir-fried shrimp with noodles, fish soup, poke bowl with tofu, and for dinner, avocado toast. Oh my gosh, yum. I love it. So we're just preparing these meals as a before we go into this big month, having some things in mind that are going to continuously nourish our body. And I ask you to write 3 meals because we can typically recycle and get a little bit more creative beyond just 3 meals. But if we have these grounded meals that maybe you're going back to each week, then it can really support you in this month. Jen says salmon patty with salad and seaweed avocado wrap. Oh my gosh, you guys are bringing in the seafood. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, amazing. And if you haven't written your food in the chat, please go ahead and do so because I would love to read it, but I'm going to continue going. And because the next preparation is about the mind space. And I want you to think about right now, maybe something that is important to you, but you've been putting off. And I'll give you a few examples of what this might be. So, some important but neglected tasks that are kind of keeping the space in the back of your mind. It's like every time you find yourself like every couple days, like thinking about that thing that you need to do that you haven't quite done yet. Or if you did this task, this important task, it would domino affect a lot of things in your life. So, examples of this are simple things like doing the dishes or responding to text or, folding your laundry, simple things around the house. Or it could be something like content batching. It could be something like Maria said, like doing my monthly budget. It could be something like setting up a funnel for your business. It could be something that you need to do, but you've been kind of neglecting it. It's taking up space in the back of your head like, oh, I keep on meaning to do that monthly budget. Oh, I keep on meaning to do that content batching. Oh, I keep on meaning to do that funnel for my business. Oh, I keep on meaning to do that project management for my company. Whatever it is, there are tasks in the back of our mind that are taking up energy. And part of the preparation for meditation is to take care of these things that are in the back of our head. A lot of people call this eat the frog. Have you ever heard of this? Eat the frog. It means basically front loading the most difficult tasks, the most difficult, neglected, important task. So, like I said, like an example of that would be, answering difficult emails the first thing in the morning. Sending that thing that you're nervous about right when you are sitting down at your desk. It would mean taking care of that cleaning right as you are getting ready before work, not putting things off. So let me know if you have any examples of things that have been a little bit neglected and you know that they're important. Continue writing down. Okay, Jen says monthly cleaning clutters. Okay, amazing. And I also invite you to write down a couple of expansive inputs. And so this could be books, this could be TV shows, this could be music, this could be anything because we're building this month to be a reset all around beyond just meditation. And if you are watching violent shows, if you are watching drama-filled TV that is toxic behavior, then it's like your energy is going to continuously want to go to those places. So, what are a couple of expansive inputs? I'm going to show you a couple of that I have around me right now. I love this book, To Sell is Human. And write in the chat if you have any that you are interested in sharing with us. An expansive input is this book, To Sell is Human. I love this book. It basically talks about how we are all salespeople and to not be afraid of selling because it's helping other individuals. If you guys join my Empire Energy, then it's helping you guys learn meditation. And the same for you guys, like whatever your job is, it's helping the process of whatever you're building. Another one I love is Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. I just saw this was free on Spotify Premium too, the Audible. So that's super cool. Ed says Seven Spiritual Laws to Success. Amazing. I also have been in I listening to this artist, Olivia Dean. She's so good. Oh my gosh. And I'm just interested in kind of expanding my inputs. Keep on writing in the chat if you have any, but I'm going to continue to move on. Again, I would love to hear from you guys. I love an interactive chat because, you know, this training is more than just teaching you how to meditate. It's really getting your energy on board, and interacting with this training is going to help you be more devoted to what you're doing this month. And so I love interacting with you guys, is all I'm saying. So again, I'm going to ask you again, are you devoted to meditating daily for the next 30 days? And I say minimum 10 minutes, but you can start with 5 minutes a day. I want to hear it from everybody in the chat. We currently have 8 people live with us. And so I want to hear, are you devoted for the next 30 days to meditate daily? Maria's input is autobiography of a yoga. Yes, Jen says that's why I'm here. Amazing. She's devoted. Jen, I feel something coming for you. I I'm very intuitive, and I feel that this whole training, all of you guys are about to have the most expansive October. I really feel it, and I'm very excited for all of us. Shirley says, I hope. Maria says, yes. Ed says, yes. Tanika says, why? Ian says, I will try. And Shirley says, I've had a lot of changes. Okay. So, yes, we'll try, but I really want you guys to even say to yourself that I am going to be devoted to this, because our words are our wand, and what we're saying out loud to ourselves and what we devote ourselves to becomes reality a lot of the time. And so if you can say, yes, I am devoted to doing this every day for the next 30 days. There we go. Shirley says I am. Amazing. And I know I've asked you guys a lot. I'm not gonna spend much time here, but just let me know your why one more time before we get into the training itself. I promise for the next 20 minutes, it's all going to be about the meditation practice itself. But this preparation of getting you there, and let me know what your why is, why you're committing to this, what part of your world needs the most presence. Do you have you know, a family that needs presence? Do you have a business that needs presence? Do you have a relationship that needs presence? Do you have a lot of internal pressure going on and you just need to be there for yourself? Um, and also let me know how you will know if you've expanded your capacity. So I'll share in the chat my experience while you guys share in the chat your experience, what this practice is for, what you're devoted for. Maria says, getting in touch with my creativity. I want to start new projects, also keep growing my spirituality. I love it. Jen says, I want to be present to live my soul purpose the fullest. Amazing. And I said that I'm devoted, I'm building a new part of my company. Like I mentioned, I'm building a physical product. And I'm also interested in building my relationship with my family, my husband. Like I want to be able to be present while I'm building, and also be devoted to the people in my life. Like I think that we can really hold time for everything, but it doesn't mean that you're balanced, but it does mean that you are devoted and you're continuously present when it is time to be there. So, who's ready to meditate? I'm ready. Um, Amazing, amazing, amazing. So before we get started, I am going to share the music so that you have it on your own and you can save this for yourself and go to it after the practice. And I will share this one more time. One second. And so again, if you'd like to join Empire Energy, there's the Stripe the payment to sign up. It's $100 and we meet all throughout this month. You get the PDFs, you get the trainings, you get all the jazz. And without further ado, let's get into the meditation itself. So, if you've never meditated before, this is going to be a very simple meditation practice. Like a lot of trainings and guided meditations, they have you think about what you're manifesting and what you're doing. But the type of meditation that I'm teaching you guys is a meditation practice that you can go through to anytime. Like you don't need a recording. You don't need even the music. You can meditate in the middle of Times Square. You can meditate in the middle of a marketplace. And I'm so interested in this type of meditation because I think that this is what we truly need, and this is what the true scientific benefit is. Like, we don't really need to always be visualizing or always be thinking. Sometimes we need to just come back to a very simple meditation practice that is watching your breath. That is what meditation is. I'm going to write it into the chat. Meditation is watching your breath. And so I'm going to read the instructions before we actually get into the meditation itself. But it's to find stillness in your seat, to notice your breath moving in and out without control. It's feeling the anchor points of your body, your seat, your feet, feeling your spine move upwards, and simply returning back to the breath, returning back to the breath itself. So before we go into it, does anyone have any questions? We're going to play music for the next 10 minutes and be meditating together. It'll be a 10-minute long meditation. I'll be sharing music and guiding you, but let me know if you have any questions. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Everyone ready? We're going to, can you hear the music okay? Let me know that you're ready. I am so excited for this. Ready, amazing. Very soft, okay. I'll get closer to the computer. And I'm going to be sharing the very soft music. Okay. Can you hear it now? Is that a little bit better? Okay, perfect. So you'll have the instructions here if you ever get confused, but remember, it is simply watching the breath. Go ahead and close your eyes and find stillness in your seat. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Breathing in and exhaling. Feel the anchor of your feet and the bottom of your seat pulling you down into the earth. And at the same time, feel your spine lengthening upwards, stretching your body. Continuously noticing your breath. Inhaling in, exhaling out. And as thoughts inevitably come through, simply bring your attention back to your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. If you find yourself wondering, am I doing this right? What's on my to-do list later? What am I doing? Just continuously bringing yourself back to your breath. Noticing those thoughts and just naturally coming back to your breath. Breathing in and exhaling. We'll be silent on our own for a couple minutes here, just noticing the breath. We have a group of people all around the world meditating together in this energy, noticing our breath. And if you want to expand your awareness of your breath, notice the inhale and then the pause at the top of the inhale. So inhale with me, inhale. Notice the pause right before you move into the exhale. And then the pause right at the bottom of the exhale. Into the inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Notice that for a couple minutes. See if you can really pay attention to the sensations, the feeling, the rhythm of your breath. Continuously noticing your breath. And if you'd like to add one more layer of awareness, I'm going to have you breathe in through the nose and exhale out through a closed mouth. Inhaling in through the nose, out through a closed mouth, so that exhale gets absorbed through your chest. Inhaling through the nose, out through a closed mouth. Just watching the breath, feeling the heat down your chest. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. We'll go about 2 more minutes here, silently on our own. Noticing the breath. If you're struggling with it, just continuously going back to the breath. That's part of the practice. Let's finalize this meditation with a few breaths in. Taking 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly opening the gaze of your eyes to the most beautiful thing in the room. Ending in 3 thoughts of gratitude. Slowly moving your body. And as soon as you're ready, let me know what your experience was, any intuitive thoughts that came up. Calming. Amazing. Whew. I am feeling so good. Maria says amazing. Jen says calming. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that you guys are having a good experience. What else did you guys experience? Let me know who else experienced something amazing. Ooh, I'm feeling on another level. And again, you guys, I would love to see you in the rest of this program. This is just the intro call, and we are going deeper and deeper each week. Let me know what sensations you felt in your body. If you notice your eyes are more open, if you notice that your chest is more open, if you notice that your energy is different, let me know. And also let me know how committed you are to showing up to this daily on a scale of 1 to 10. I was calming and was distracted later. That's okay. It's that's part of the practice is the return. It doesn't need to be perfect. That's part of meditation. Is like everyone feels like they have to get it right, but really what we have to do is just continuously bring that muscle back of remembering to connect back to the breath. Jen says, okay, how do you breathe with a closed mouth? My breath was not exhaling through the chest. Okay, so this is a practice. Like I said, a simple meditation practice is simply noticing your breath. But there's a million ways to notice your breath, right? And uh, one of the ways is to kind of feel your breath in different ways. So halfway through it, so the main meditation practice again is noticing the natural inhale, noticing the natural exhale. But if you want to go deeper with it, notice the natural inhale, notice the pause at the top of the inhale, notice the natural exhale, notice the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And then if you want to go even deeper with it, this is a specific breath work that I have developed that really helps you activate your vagus nerve, which is that calming part of your body. And so it's breathing in through the nose. Let's do it together now, Jen and Ed and everyone here. Let's breathe together here now. So breathing in through the nose. And then as you exhale, feel that heat move through the body. So you should feel like the breath is moving. It's almost exhaling through both your mouth and nose, but you're moving the breath exhale through your chest. Does that make sense? Let me know. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling down. So you should almost make a noise that's like a low call. Like I'll bring the mic up close to me so it's like does that make sense? Let me know. Or if you need a little bit more description. I mean, air exhaling through nose, though. Yeah, so you should feel a little bit of exhaling through the nose and a little bit exhaling through the mouth. But the whole thing is like the exhale is moving down and not out. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit more advanced. Like the simple, I suppose I should have waited for this, but the simplest meditation practice is really just noticing your breath. And so like the more advanced you'll become with this, like the more you'll notice, okay, what can I do with my breath here? What can I do with my breath there? So any sensations that you guys noticed? Did you notice that your brain relaxed a little bit? Did you notice that you're feeling more alive? Do you feel more energized? Do you feel more focused? Or you feel like you're like just opening up to something and you want to know more and more and more? You're focused. Okay, amazing. Okay, so how committed are you guys to showing up to this for 10 minutes a day on a scale of 1 to 10? Are you 10 or are you Maria's a 10, committed, amazing. Jen's a 10, amazing. Well, I'm so happy for you guys. And this is the beginning of a month that will change your life when you show up daily to this meditation practice. And so you guys are going to get an email from me after this. It's going to include a recorded meditation and it's going to include more information about this program and how to sign up. But I would love to go ahead and witness some of you guys signing up right now. Is anyone interested in signing up? Does anyone saying, "Yes, I'm ready to join a community of like-minded people meditating daily?" Let me know in the chat. And I'm so grateful that you guys were here today. I'm so grateful that each of you guys showed up today. I'm grateful that you're committing to this practice. I really feel a lot of energy in this group. Like I said, I'm very intuitive, and I feel like there is going to be so much opening up for all of us, not just the people here, but also me. I feel like this whole presentation, this whole training really opened up a lot of elevation for what's possible, what's possible in our creativity, how we're going to show up in this next month. So let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know if you are going to join the whole month training. Let me know if I can explain anything more. I'm going to be here for the next 5 to 10 minutes just hanging out. But that's the end of this call, you guys. I'm really, really grateful for you. I would love to hear any reflections you have, any questions. I'm even so open to having you guys come up on camera and let me know because I am just really grateful to share this space with you. So please come up on camera. You can unmute yourself and turn your camera on. Jen says she has to go. Okay, that's okay. Um, Amazing. If anyone would like to be on camera and show up now,